What's going on, you guys? I know it's been a minute. I think I haven't did a reading since I don't know, Sunday, Monday. I've actually been very busy. My daughter graduated from high school. Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited. It was so fun. So I've been having a lot going on. I'm talking about graduation parties, all of the things. We have been having so much fun, had so much family in town. And so it's just been truly amazing and beautiful at the same time. So thank you, my highest loving light guides, angels, and divine ancestors for being here. And thank you for being patient for the channel messages, my team and collective, because I have definitely been busy. Life been lifing. Okay. Um, but anywho, let's get into the reading and see what the guides have to say. Of course, you know I'm pulling from my Angels and Ancestors deck. Let's see. Let me adjust my camera um, to see what the guides have to say. Let's get it popping. I don't know why I'm feeling compelled to shuffle old school because I rarely ever do that. So I don't know why. Um, it's been a lot going on, a lot of heavy energy. So let's get into it. Angels and divine ancestors of the Most High, highest loving light guys. Oh, y'all saying a lot right off the bat. That's too much cards, so I'm gonna reshuffle. Reshuffle here, angels and divine ancestors of the Most High. This is my angels and ancestors deck. What are you guys saying, Sage? That is so funny. I just finished saging my space. Sage is coming out in reverse. Excuse me. Or actually, it was kind of on the fence, right? So it's saying, be devoted and committed. Be devoted and committed to your journey. Okay, is what I'm feeling from that message. Be devoted and committed to the journey. Okay. Let's keep going. Any more messages? Highest loving light guides, angels, and divine ancestors. Thank you for being here. My angels and highest guides, highest ancestors. Thank you for being here. What are the channeled messages that the collective needs to hear? What are the channeled messages that the collective needs to hear at this time? Thank you. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm speaking to a high priestess, okay, or a high priest at this time, okay, and it's saying harness mystic power, harness mystic power. I'm feeling that. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling that this shift of energy, this wave of energy as we ascend at this time, you're going to start coming into um, more of your spiritual gifts and assignments at this time. I'm talking to some high priests and priestesses that are getting ready to take their rightful place um, in this 3D realm and do the work that you've come here to do. Okay. And it may not be on a larger scale, guys. It doesn't always mean that you have to like be this big, um, I don't know, scene energy, right? Sometimes just in your community, right? Sometimes just on your jobs, things of that nature. You make a huge difference. And some of you don't realize it, but you do, you know? It's the little things, okay? So it doesn't always have to be huge, grandiose and all of this stuff here, right? Um, it can be very small. And that is what counts, right? Any more messages? All right. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. The same messages for the last couple of weeks, okay? The same messages are coming out. All right. Being committed and devoted to your journey, tracking down your fears and your desires. So telling you to create and heal at the same time, overcome, and create at the same time, because you're transmuting energy at this time, guys. We're moving into new timelines. We're ascending in this season, right? So it's asking you to overcome those fears and create those desires, right? As you harness, you see that? As you harness your power. So it's asking you to be the mystic at this time, right? And create. Okay. Deliver yourself from those fears. Okay. That seek to keep you stuck to the past timeline, right? And focus on those desires. Okay. Be the high priest and the high priestess at this time to create the new reality, right? And that's an inside job, right? That's an inside job. So instead of feeding into the fear, we focus on the desired outcome. I received that. Oh, I received that message from me, child. Listen, any more messages at this time for the collective? I received that. Wow. Um, Instead of focusing on the fear, focus on the outcome. Okay. Focus on the desired outcome. Okay. And they want to give me, knowing that you are not alone. You are divinely protected. Guardian angel. I'm going to turn that around. You are divinely protected here. Medicine guardian. Okay, I'm talking to a medicine guardian at this time. Be open to healing information. Okay, be open to healing information. Be open to forgiveness. Be open to different types of healing, is also what I'm getting. If you believe heavily in medicine, be open to alternative medicine if you need to heal yourself physically at this time. I'm also feeling heavy energy around, like I said, the inside job. So healing internally, right? And when I say internally, I mean mentally and emotionally, forgiving and moving forward. Okay. Because healing is not just a physical healing. You are not alone. Okay. Call on your angels, call on your highest ancestors to assist you with any type of healing that you may need at this time. Okay. Utilize this energy here. And it also says stay alert and be open to healing information. Okay. So some of you may be having some downloads coming in soon as it relates to healing, and it may be a physical or a mental and emotional healing at this time. It may be time for you to release some things. That's all. Forgive, right? Okay. Unleashing the wild within. Okay. Coming into who you are on all levels, okay? On a soul level, unleashing who you really are within, okay? The wild within. Being untamed is what I'm getting, okay? Non-conforming, okay? That's what I'm getting. Be you authentically is what I'm getting here, okay? Trader. And all of this came out in the last couple. All of these same cards came out the last couple weeks. Okay, you can check the footage here. It's constantly coming out. The energy is asking you to heal. The energy is asking you to be authentic and stand in your truth here. The energy is asking you to heal on all levels. Okay, physically, mentally, emotionally, understanding that you are not alone here. All right. That's what it's asking. It's asking you to become the high priest and priestess that you are. And it's asking you to exchange the energy, right? Exchange your energy to create abundance here. However, that looks for you. However, exchanging your energy looks for you. And then on the bottom of the deck, move in a new direction. Become the traveler here, as the travel energy is here to speak to us. Become the traveler, right? Moving in a new direction. And I feel right off the bat, guys, that this means moving in a new direction spiritually as you heal, right? As you track down the fears, as you heal the mind, body, and soul here, right? as you become the high priest and high priestess that you are. You are moving into a new direction here, leveling up. Some of you are moving into your north node. Okay. You are not alone. You are divinely guided here into the north node, right? You will be I'm feeling that some people will be exchanging their energy for abundance as a career. Okay. As a career. Stay devoted and committed. Stay devoted and committed to this journey, guys. Okay. That is what the angels and ancestors are saying at this time. Any last messages before we close, angels and highest ancestors? Oh, y'all speaking, babe. Let me pop those back in because that was a lot. Any last messages, angels and divine ancestors? Any last messages for the collective at this time? And then same messages keep coming out. Same messages keep coming out. Okay, some of us need to go, and I'm saying us because me too, need to go within. Okay, be in hermit mode at this time. Meditate. Okay, journal, retreat, and recharge. Some of us need to take a break, go within so we can recharge our batteries. Some of us are giving too much of our energy away, and we need to give our energy to ourselves at this time. Take the time to recharge the battery. Retreat and recharge. Okay. Retreat and recharge. Last messages before I move into the reading. Heart guardian. Yeah. Love and let yourself be loved. Forgive and love at this time. Okay. And then the drum came out. Dream and journey. And it's in reverse. So I feel like you guys need to take more time to dream and journey. Get in hermit mode and start visualizing your journey that you like to create. Like it said, create your new reality. Desires. Okay. Track down your fears. Evict your fears out of your mind. Right. And transmute it into the reality that you would like to see. Okay. Use that hermit mode time, right? To create a new reality and visualize what you would like to see. Okay. Turn off the TV. Okay. Go within. Turn off the news. Go within. All right. Those things that cause you fears and anxiety. Release those. Let that go. Okay. And transmute that energy. Try to focus on all things positive at this time. Okay. And release those negative energies that try to keep us stuck. All right. I'm talking to myself too. I'll always talk to myself too. From the Awakened Path Tarot, what is the message for the collective that the collective needs to hear at this time? What is the message that the collective needs to hear at this time? Any messages? Oh, come on now, flying out in twos and synchronistic at that. Okay. Wands energy. Okay. And I always tell you guys, I look at my wands as creative energy, magic wands, right? And bam, creative and passion right on the card. As we're talking about creating your new reality, right? You are the magician here. Right? You are the magician. Taking new initiatives. Create your passions. Be inspired at this time. This energy is asking you to be the hermit. Go within and create at this time, right? Okay. And protect your energy as you do so. Just like I said, turn off the news, right? Turn off the negative energy that is trying to distract you at this time, because that is the plan, right? That is the plan, to distract you, chosen one, right? So that you cannot ascend to the next level, so that you cannot Create a better reality for yourself. Release those fears, release those anxieties, and protect your energy at this time. Okay? Protect your energy. Stand your ground is what it's saying here. Setting a boundary. Set boundaries in your mind is what I'm getting. As you get those negative thoughts that come in, evict those thoughts, evict those fears, and create a new thought. Sometimes when I get a negative thought, I automatically go to my affirmation because that's the quickest thing that I can do to combat it, right? And one of my affirmations for negative thoughts is, I deserve a better thought. Simple as that, right? One of my affirmations is also, I cancel, clear, delete that last negative thought. I deserve a better thought. Okay. Because we have to constantly retrain the brain. The brain automatically goes to the negative, right? So we have to retrain the thinking. We can't let the thinking train us, because it's a lot of times it's not your thought anyway. Okay. It's not yours to keep. So why keep it? Right. And if it's yours, if it did come from you, you are still not your thoughts. Observe it and release it. You can simply speak to that energy and say, this is not my truth. Okay. Find an affirmation to create a better reality. I'm speaking to myself too, y'all. We all got to do this work. Okay. This is the work. Okay. This is the work. All right. 5 of Pentacles, hardships, loss. I feel like the collective is going through a lot of loss right now at this time. And I'm feeling like it may not just be financial. There's a lot going on in the atmosphere. And as we stay tapped into that, it creates more of that, right? So let's not tap into lack. Let's tap into abundance at this time. Okay. Some of you may also be experiencing isolation or abandon issues, right? Abandon or feelings of abandonment, right? Some of you may even be going through some struggle financially and feeling unemployed. And experiencing unemployment because of the energy outside of you. Not saying it's easy to combat that with a positive emotion, right? Positive emotion, yeah, that's true too, but with a positive affirmation, right? It's not always easy to combat that. But what I do want to tell you, your takeaway for today, if you don't remember anything else, please remember that this too shall pass, because things happen in seasons and waves. Where there's an up, there has to be a down. This is a lesson that I had to learn 3 years ago, right? A very difficult lesson, I might add. But if you hold on to a little bit of hope, a little bit of faith, not saying you don't have faith, but just keeping that in the center of your heart space, everything will be okay. Create a new reality. Take the initiative to create a new reality, guys, with this Wands energy here. And then protect what you create is what I'm getting here, so that you won't fall into a brick wall and suffer financially. So what I'm getting is to continue to create, set a boundary here to protect your energy when that negative opposing energy tries to combat what you've created, right? Set a boundary here so that you won't fall into hardship or loss. But you also may be suffering loss of other things around you, is what I'm feeling. It doesn't have to always be financial, right? It could be loss of love or a relationship, loss of family. You may have had some family members or some friends leave you, either physically or that's not what I meant to say. Either relationship wise, just they're not a fit for you anymore, or physically left this realm. Whatever you're going through, um, just know that this too shall pass, right? And holding on to that, just that little nugget there, having that little tiny bit of faith, um, and creating that new reality is going to be a big difference in your future outcome. Yeah, it is. We all need to sit still and take time to be in hermit mode and see a better reality for ourselves. Unless you're already living your dream. If you're already living your best life, then hey, more power to you. But if you're not, we all need to sit still and create that. I just said I'm going to make sure that I do a little something every morning and every night. I'm committing to the journey, like the ancestors and angels deck um, suggested. Commit to the journey, and that's what I decided to do, to make that commitment to myself, to create, to be conscious, right, and to be diligent about creating the reality that I desire and that I wish to create for myself. And that starts tonight. As soon as I'm done with this reading, before I go to bed, I went and bought me a new journal today just to start doing that. Nine of Swords here. So mental energy here, right? Mental energy. So, and it came out in reverse. So maybe some of you may be coming out of mental energy, anxiety, sleepless nights here. You may be coming out of that energy, right? You may be coming out of negative energy at this time. And Swords is mental energy in your head. 9 is an ending on the card, right? So you may be coming out of mental energy at this time, right? Because you got creating energy here with the wands. But please, let's not create financial hardship, but you also may be suffering other things. Abandon. This is also an energy of isolation, abandonment. You may be just creating isolation at this time, but you're also coming out of isolation. So let's get clarity on that. I want to get a little clarity on that because it's actually talking of two different energies here, coming out of mental negativity or mental turmoil here, basically, with that 9 of Swords in reverse. And with this creating and protecting energy here, but then this 5 of Pentacles suggesting some type of loss in the middle. So let's get a clarifying card on that. Let's clarify. Clarify 5 of Pentacles for me, please. Highest loving light guides, angels, and divine ancestors. And it says stand strong. So again, protecting and defending yourself, standing strong here is a synchronistic message. And why is it a covering, like a veil with, if you turn it up this way, you can see it better, with the face covered. Okay. That's the shield of resilience. But stand strong says with defense as your shield. Again, defending yourself here with the 7 of Wands. It's saying find strength and persevere. Find strength in preservation, guarding what matters most. So this is a huge energy asking you to be very intentional here about what you are creating at this time. It says find strength, right? And preservation Okay, preserving, guarding what matters most. Okay, so I feel like as I speak it slowly, somebody is breaking a pattern of loss and lack. Defend, protect your energy here. Stand strong. Finding your strength to guard what matters most. Defending yourself, protecting, standing your ground. This is an inside job. And with the Nine of Swords in reverse coming out of your head. So this is a mental shift that is asking you to be present for. A mental shift or change that is asking you to be present for. Your fears of loss and lack is what I'm getting here. Your fears of loss and lack need to be tended to. You're creating that reality or you're creating a new reality. But it's asking you to be conscious of your fears of lack and loss. And I feel like you're coming out of it or you're going to come out of it because the Nine of Swords is in reverse here. Thank you for that confirmation. The Nine of Swords is in reverse. So I feel like you're going to come out of that energy here or you're coming out of it as we speak. Any more messages? Thank you, my highest living light guides, angels, and divine ancestors for the confirmation and the clarity. Thank you. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you. Oh, and baby, these two want to come out again. More wands and more swords. Yes. It's a repeating message here. More wands and more swords. So the Three of Wands came out, okay? So you're creating here and it's asking you to be diligent. Commit to the journey, like it said here on in my angels and ancestors deck. Commit to the journey. You are breaking a curse here, a pattern, a generational curse, perhaps, right? Or a pattern of behavior, a pattern of thinking and feeling. You're breaking it because the Nine of Swords came out in reverse. And the Ten of Swords also came out in reverse. So hallelujah. Thank you and amen. Okay. Defeat and failure, bitterness, betrayal. Okay. Giving up came out in reverse. Right. So you're breaking. And then the 10 is a reset point at a new beginning. You're creating a new cycle here. Right. The Three of Wands came out with it. The divine is the most high, and the angels and ancestors are here to tell you. You are breaking a pattern. You're creating a new paradigm here. With this Three of Wands, you're looking ahead. Okay. You're moving forward. Growth and confidence here. Like on the card, there's growth and confidence here. A 3 is the number of completion here. Okay. So coming out right alongside of that 10 of Swords in reverse, confirming the 9 of Swords in reverse, you are coming out of negative patterns of thinking here. Betrayal, you're coming out of your fears of loss. It's still asking you to commit to that journey. Hardship, loss, lack mentality. Commit to that is what it's saying here. By this 7 of Wands saying here, protect your energy and stand strong, right? Commit to creating a new paradigm surrounding lack and loss, right? And also coming out of feelings of defeat or failure, right? Betrayal, okay? You're coming out of that. And being in your head, right? Negativity. You're coming out of that. You're moving forward with confidence here. So I love that for you guys. I love that. So it's kind of like it's saying you've already won this battle here. with coming out of the negative thoughts, the feelings of betrayal, um, the sleepless nights, just all in your head, right? Moving forward with confidence here. But it's also asking you to also look at standing 10 toes down with your fears as it relates to hardships, loss, financial losses, or lack mentality, right? So you're winning and you're still in the midst of overcoming um, here as well, financial hardships or any type of loss. It may be fear of losing family members to whatever. It doesn't have to necessarily be death, but it could be death, or you may have just fear of abandonment. It says it right here on the card, abandonment issues, feelings that you're going to lose a family member or a relationship due to them abandoning the relationship here. Any more messages? This is a good message because it's telling you, it's showing you your progress here, and it's telling you to keep going. Keep going, keep creating. You're creating a new reality. I love that. Who is this for? I love that. Oh my God. I definitely resonate with it because I've been doing a lot of work myself in these areas. But who else am I speaking to here? High priest, high priestess? Y'all are creating a new reality here. I love this for you. Right? And then the King of Swords wants to come out. Okay, the analytical King of Swords wants to come out. Okay. Or is this you, collective? Because that swords energy here coming out again, being in your head. Okay. This is an authoritative figure. It's a figure though this is an energy here that is one track, in my opinion, strict, serious, my way or the highway type energy, right? Logical. Who is this King of Swords? Is this you, collective? I don't think so. I'm not feeling that. So let's go further. Let's go further. Tell me more about this King of Swords. What's happening here? Because y'all working. Y'all doing some very powerful work here on the soul growth, right? Oh my goodness. The Tower. Okay, so I got a quick message and maybe a side note, maybe for a few of you. Okay, so maybe you were in King of Swords energy here, being very straightforward, my way or the highway, a little bit of narcissistic, maybe even logical. You need receipts, okay? Detached, emotionally detached. That may have been you here, right? Emotionally detached. I don't think it's you, collective, but it may have been you. And then bam, here comes the Tower moment, sudden changes to trip you up so that you can change that behavior. And it looks like here, bam, you're changing it, right? However, if this is an opposing energy that you were attached to or that is surrounding you at this time, then that means this energy is about to experience or is now experiencing this Tower moment here by it being in the upright, right? So there is a Tower moment happening now for a King of Swords or coming in for a King of Swords to create some type of catalyst of change, right? The Tower is the number of the divine. 1 and 6 is 7. That is a fated experience that the divine brings through, right? To change. So the divine may be trying to change the King of Swords in you, collective, or the King of Swords around you at this time. Please take that as it resonates. Please take that as it resonates. I feel like it's an energy around you because I'm seeing you're doing a lot of work here, right? You've already defeated a lot of mental energy here, right? And moving forward with confidence. You're still doing work here. It's asking you to continue to create and protect your energy and stand 10 toes down as you continue to create and change the paradigm here as it relates to isolation, hardships, and loss or financial loss, right? Working on your bag here with this changing, this 5 meaning change and the pentacles meaning material, right? Money can be a form of material, right? Or just simply abandonment issues here. You're changing that behavior. So for you to be doing all this work and then bam, the King of Swords pops out with the Tower moment. This was either something that happened to you so that you can land here, or this is happening to the energy around you at this time. Okay. Do we need to confirm? Let's get some confirmation. Let's get some confirmation. Who is this energy? This King of Swords. Baby, let me get my Kipperish deck. Okay. Let me get my Kipperish deck so we can get some confirmation. What's this king? Wait a minute. I gotta split this deck. It's so thick. I'm sorry, I'm blowing on my mic. Sorry. Who is this King of Swords energy with this tower? Can we confirm the King of Swords with the tower? It came out back to back here. Can we confirm? Let's see if it's a message in this Kipperish deck. Can we confirm King of Swords? Can we get a clarity message? Clarity. So travel is coming out in reverse, right? So travel, and that 10 is the reset point, right? And so travel coming out with as a confirming message in reverse, right? With the King of Swords and a Tower moment. And I'm asking for clarity here. What I'm getting is that this may mean traveling movement, right? Not necessarily physically traveling, but maybe perhaps traveling to the next timeline, ascending, shifting into another timeline is in reverse at this time for this King of Swords energy here with this Tower moment. Okay. There was some type of pause, traveling, movement, right? Moving forward, perhaps. Okay. But now, no, you're not traveling. You're stuck. You're going nowhere at this time because there was a Tower moment here that disturbed the King of Swords energy here. Right. So why? What's happening here? Okay. Why? What's happening? Let's get some clarity. Why is this? Baby, my hands are so small. I gotta keep. Why is this King of Swords? I feel like I need to go to the bottom of the deck. Why is the King of Swords not traveling or traveling in reverse? What's up with that? Protection. Okay. So collective, I'm getting this because it's for your own protection here. Okay. So something I'm getting, this was for your own protection, that there was a disruption with this energy here. So no, I don't feel like this energy is you, collective. I feel like this is the energy surrounding you. There was a Tower moment for your own protection against this energy here, this King of Swords, this emotionally detached energy here, right? There was a Tower moment for your divine protection. Any more messages that the collective needs to know at this time? Any more messages the collective needs to know at this time? Okay, all the messages are popping out at the same damn time. At the same damn time. Hey. And baby, what's happening? So you got divine masculine and rich guy coming out at the same damn time, but in reverse, right? In reverse. Alongside of the King of Swords, traveling nowhere because there was a tower moment, and that was for your own protection, collective. And take the roles as it resonates. It could be flip-flopped, okay, for your own protection, divine feminine or divine masculine, right? But all this masculine energy coming out and this coming out in reverse here, I just feel right off the bat that the King of Swords here experienced the tower moment and they're stuck, not moving forward here, not traveling anywhere with this travel card in reverse here. And then the rich guy and the divine masculine coming out in reverse, right? So there may be some financial loss here or suffering some type of financial struggle, perhaps, with the tower moment. Okay, sudden changes in finance here, possibly. This divine masculine is no longer in a divine masculine energy, which may suggest that they were a false divine masculine or some type of false energy, so that now they're karmic, okay, or they're not moving into divine masculine energy at this time. This is an emotionally detached energy here, the King of Swords. So divine masculine coming out in reverse can mimic that energy, right? And rich guy and the tower, financial loss here, stuck with the travel in reverse, not moving forward. And this is an opposing energy, guys. This is a energy that was around you, or maybe perhaps it's still around you, but there was a tower moment to protect you here, right? That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting. Take that as it resonates. If it does not resonate, please don't own a message that is not for you, okay? Please don't own a message that does not feel intuitively your message. We're going to wrap up the reading because it's getting late. So I'm going to wrap it up. Any more messages that the collective needs to hear at this time? I feel like there's so much work being done here, and in a good way, right? That this can't possibly be you, right? It's an opposing energy, and it was for your divine protection. That's what I'm getting. Any more messages to close out the reading? Thank you for the messages, and I feel like it's a repetitive message here. Although this, like from the last few weeks, this energy is repetitive. However, this energy here, showing you where you at, where you at, where you're at with your soul's growth here is awesome. I love this. I love that the swords are in reverse here. So you're doing a lot of up leveling in your mental here, and it's asking you to continue to create, to overcome the demons here with loss and lack. So I love that. I love that. Any closing messages? Let's close out. Let's close out. Any closing messages? Here we go. Oh, period. Baby, baby, baby. I don't know why I sing that. I sang that on the last video. But okay, rich girl is coming out in the upright. And so right off the bat, guys, I'm getting that a divine feminine is doing a lot of inner work and healing and soul work, leveling up in who she is as a divine soul. If this is a masculine, take it as it fits, right? And I'm getting that she's doing this because this is her This was her divine, this was her assignment to come through um at this time and do this work in this space, time, and reality, right? And there was some betrayals happening here with a divine masculine that now is a karmic masculine, and maybe suffering some type of sudden unexpected change that will affect the finances or is affecting finances at this time and keeping them stuck, while divine feminine is leveling up into the next timeline, becoming an abundant, wealthy, rich girl. Okay. Woman, empress, queen, high priestess, all of the things, right? Bam. And I'm getting that this disruption from the most high with this tower here was for your divine protection, divine feminine. Okay. You are divinely protected. Okay. Um, and if this is a masculine, then this is you. But I'm just going by the energy that's here. Okay. You got masculines in reverse. You got this rich guy in reverse, but you got the rich girl in the upright. I'm just going by the energies. It could be different. It doesn't have to be, right? It could be the other way around or both, right? Does not have to be. But I love that because, and I feel like I love that. I'm sorry. I feel like I love that because I also wanted to wrap up the message and bam, this is your outcome. Okay. Somebody is about to get the bag. Okay. Somebody is getting the bag. All right. Because my last messages was about that. Your spiritual team trying to get you to the bag here. Any more messages for the collective to close out? Yeah, trying to get, oh, stop it. Somebody trying to put love spells on y'all, okay? Because you're coming into this new way of being here. Look at that. All this work you're doing. This new way of being is going to get you to abundance here because you are fulfilling a soul contract here. So you're going to be prosperous and abundant. That is your reward here for doing this work. And somebody knows that, right? So they're trying to put a love spell on you to keep you bind and connected to them. But it came out in reverse. So boom, it's not working here. Okay. It came out in reverse. Boom, it's not working. You could care less. Right. And it could be the fake divine masculine that is now a karmic by way of the tower. Okay. And it's going to have financial issues because you cannot play with a divine feminine at this time. Absolutely not. You cannot play with a divine feminine at this time. We're in the season of accountability. Okay. We are in the season of accountability. So you will reap what you sow at this time. Okay. Well, all the time, but now in particularly, it's coming faster than you think. And this is not a time to be playing with divinity. It's not. It's not a time to be inauthentic as it relates to the Most High and your soul's walk. It's not a time to play. Okay. Yeah. Ritual came out. Yeah. Ritual came out. Love spell in reverse. Also, these three cards came out together. Okay. Mature woman and animosity. So it also could be that karmic masculine also put another woman up to the dirty work, right? But you're evolving into a mature woman, but the energy around you, the opposing energy, is sitting in this type of energy here. Animosity, right? As you evolve into a mature woman, baby, I'm just getting the sixes about balance, right? And I'm also getting, as you evolve into a mature woman, this energy can't stand you because you're leveling up here, right? So this energy can't stand you because you're getting to the bag. Okay. abundance in all areas of your life as you level up. Let's not forget, you are protected here. And that's why love spell came out in reverse, confirming that yes, they're trying to put rituals on you coming out in the upright, but it's not working. And that's why they're full of animosity here. Okay. Close out the message, close out the reading. So it's telling you a storyline here. Okay. As you level up and do this inner work, the divine had to move energies from around you that did not serve your highest good here. And you're still leveling up. You're still winning. You're still getting to the end goal here, right? And energies around you can't stand that. They can't stand that. So they try to throw monkey wrenches and it's blowing up in their face. Bam. And this is your outcome. You're coming into some type of commitment here. Some of you guys, if you don't want to be in a commitment, it's coming. If you really don't want to be in a commitment, you may just be committing to the journey, but you're coming into a commitment here with that 3 completion. And this is another 3 completion, rich girl. Okay. So this is your outcome and I am done. Okay. Because that's my reading. This is your outcome. You're coming into a divine commitment here. Okay. And it's because you're doing the work. You are doing the work. Okay. That your soul came here to do. And the universe is rewarding you with not just wealth and abundance, but also love to go with it. Love that is real. Love that is authentic here. Right. Love that is committed to you. Okay, high priestess. And then you are also divinely protected. So you are getting abundance, you're getting love that is real, and you're also getting divine protection. So if that's not a beautiful reading, okay, I don't know what is, right? I don't know what is. And as I in my reading, I love the way the divine always shows up and confirms a beautiful message on the bottom of the deck as I close out my readings. Look at that. Look at that. 35, number 1, let's point that out. That's an 8. Okay? The sun is here and the pathway. Baby, somebody's path is looking mighty bright, and 8 is a new beginning, and 8 is also abundance and infinity energy, right? So you are moving into a new paradigm on a pathway toward the sun, starting over, a new beginning here, and your path looks bright. That is what you're creating at this time. Okay, abundance on your pathway, commitment for those of you that are creating love, and divine protection here. Okay, I love this message for you guys. I truly love it. You have energies around you that are not happy here about what you're creating. However, you are divinely protected. So I say carry on with the soul's work and what you're doing. I mean, trying to put love spells on a divine being is crazy work to me. Okay, that's crazy work to me. You cannot trick a high priest and high priestess at this time. You just cannot do it. Okay, you cannot do it. Okay, those days are over. The season for the trickery and the effery is over. Okay, these energies are being exposed at this time. The veil has lifted. Okay, I did a reading months ago that all secrets will be revealed. I had no idea what we were talking about at that time, but now I know. By way of the tower, the universe, the divine has stepped in, and the divine has come to set the energies in order. Set it straight, right? The divine is not playing with us at this time. right? If you are not sitting in authentic energy, you will be removed, replaced. You will have to go somewhere and sit down and do your work. Okay. Okay. You will have to be removed from a divine being. And that's just what it is. Okay. Go somewhere and do your work. Okay. So I love this for you guys. This is awesome. I love it. This is a beautiful outcome. Stay motivated. This is encouraging me to keep going with my work, honey. With my soul's work, it's definitely encouraging me to stand 10 toes down on business and do the soul's work. You guys are getting the bag, honey, the commitment, all of the things that you desire. Some people may just want a commitment to their health journey. Okay. Eating right, working out, nourishing their mind, body, soul, and spirit, whatever that looks like for you. Everybody creates different. It's coming. You are getting it. Okay. Because you are growing and you are changing. And that's my reading. I love you guys. I will talk to you in the next reading. Um, Enjoy your what is this, Memorial Day weekend? I don't know. I don't tune into a lot of the holidays anymore. But guys, I'll see y'all next time. Peace and love. Spread some love. Peace.